Hey guys, I'm Alistair from Trail and Kale, and this is the Saucony Tempus 2. So, what's the Tempus 2 designed to do best? What does Saucony say it performs well at? Well, it is very much a daily trainer with a lot of stability features for those people who don't really want to sacrifice speed on their daily training runs. Now, believe it or not, there is actually quite a big gap in the market for a running shoe like this. There's really not a lot of lightweight stability shoes for overpronators who actually want to run fast. And that's really where the Tempus 2 steps in. But does it live up to these claims? Well, you're about to find out in this review because, as with all my reviews, I like to take that marketing jargon, test it out in the scenarios it's designed to be in, and then some, and let you know if it actually does perform as intended. And of course, whether it's worth buying. I stand by every review I do. I try to make them as high quality as possible, as practical as possible, which means putting in all the hours of testing that they deserve, and making my reviews as unfiltered as possible, without being rude, of course. Let's go over the key specifications quickly. They cost $160. I'll let you know at the end of this review if I believe they're worth buying. How do they fit and feel? Well, they're very much true to size, and they have a medium width. Now, if you're familiar with the Tempus, the previous version to this, then over the years you probably got to love the fit, because it was a bit roomier than this one. So just be aware that this does have a slightly more narrower fit in the toe box, but when you consider it relative to other running shoes out there, it is a medium width fit. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a wide version available, so if you do have wide feet, these aren't going to be for you. They weigh 9.4 ounces or 266 grams, and that's for a size US men's 9, that's my pair. They have an 8mm drop from heel to toe. That's 33 millimeters at the rear and 25 millimeters off the ground under the toe. The upper is using a nice engineered mesh. I'll let you know how that performs on the run in just a moment. The midsole has a nice balance, but probably more on the cushion side of things. And it's using Power Run PB foam, which is fantastic for energy return. The outsole has plenty of grip on it. There are some sections where there isn't rubber compound, like here, but that doesn't get too much ground contact, so durability won't be as good in this area, but it doesn't matter as much. And when it comes to support, yes, this is a stability running shoe. So for anyone who has flat arches maybe, or overpronators, or even neutral gait runners who just need a little bit of extra stability and support, then these shoes are what you're looking for. If you're enjoying this review, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Alright, let's go over the things that I think are really good about this shoe. First off, I really like how lightweight they are. So a lot of stability shoes that I've reviewed in the past do tend to be a little bit on the heavier side. And I get it, there's a good reason for that. You get all the extra support and stability features that require it to be heavier. So things like a higher density foam to give you more medial arch support when you're running. A higher density foam is just going to be heavier. And then maybe you've got a supportive upper, which kind of adds structure and helps with lateral roll or reducing lateral roll on a run. An upper like that is going to be heavier. So I totally get it with stability shoes, but this one's different. It's actually very light for a stability shoe, weighing at 9.4 ounces. So I really like how lightweight it is, but I still get the nice energy return cushioning and stability from it as well. So it really is a fantastic stability shoe and one that kind of stands on its own right now. The fact it's so lightweight for a stability shoe does allow me to pick my feet up a lot more frequently, so a higher cadence, which is really good. It's kind of what you want to be doing when you're running. You want to be hitting that 180 cadence marker. If you can, around that point. It is going to vary a little bit depending on your height. But you want to be having a nice fast cadence because from there you can get good running form and pick up your pace. That Power Run PB foam in the midsole is really good as well. There's a nice bit of flex, but with that flex you get a nice energy return as well. and it offers plenty of plush cushioning, so whether you land on your heel or forefoot, there's enough cushioning within this midsole to give you a nice soft landing, and the flex gives you a nice roll off when you take off. I like the stretchy upper and the traditional lacing system, so it's very nice and easy to kind of open the shoe, grab the finger loop at the rear and just slip them on. So it's very quick to also get a nice fit with this lacing system too. Nothing fancy going on, but I like that. I like the fact it just works. Nothing too fancy, but just works bloody well. And actually I could attribute that sentence to a lot of Saucony shoes out there. They were all kind of not that showy shoes, but they do perform really well. They just have great bare bones in them, nice simple design that just works. I also like the asymmetrical medial support within the midsole. You do get that nice lateral correction to stop that inward roll for overpronators, but there's not too much overcorrection. So when you do get overcorrected too much from a stability shoe, it does kind of start to hurt a little bit or niggle a little bit. But what I like about these is they are a little bit more forgiving whilst giving you a good amount of stability at the same time. And then finally, they are really good for colder weather runs as well. So we are, where are we now? We're 15th of October, very much in fall now. It's getting colder, nights are drawing in, so a lot of runs are going to be in the cold. This is actually a good shoe for that because the dual layer upper isn't the most breathable, but with that you do get a warmer shoe. So if you are running in cold conditions, these are going to keep your feet nice and warm. And that leads me on to what's not so good about the Saucony Tempus 2. Well, breathability. If you're running in really hot conditions, maybe humid temperatures or climates, and you're running at high intensity, then your feet are going to get hot, and that heat doesn't really escape that well from this upper. It is a dual layer upper, and it's very soft on top of your feet with inside the shoe, but air doesn't escape that well, so you will feel your feet heating up. And I guess you could say another downside might be the narrower fit. Now, like I said, it's very much true to size and it does have a medium width, but if you're used to running in the Tempus that came before this one, then these are going to feel narrow for you and you're not going to like the fit if you really loved the Tempus. And you would have loved the Tempus because of that roomy fit and the fact it was a nice fast stability shoe as well. So it is a little bit different in that respect, so be aware of that. Now, if you want a great alternative, I would definitely start by looking at a Saucony Hurricane 24. It's currently my #1 rated stability running shoe, and it just happens to be from Saucony as well. But that shoe is heavier, but it does have some great features. You just have to go watch that video to find out what they are. If you want other alternatives from other brands, so other great stability shoes, then definitely head over to my best stability shoes roundup on trailandkale.com. I update that regularly as and when I review new stability running shoes, and if they're good enough, they make it onto that list, shuffling up the rankings a little bit. As promised then, are they worth $160? Well, yes. They kind of fill that segment or that gap in the market for a nice, lightweight, fast, cushioned, highly stable running shoe. It kind of has it all for those who want support and stability. And if you want to push the pace too. Traditionally, stability shoes are fantastic daily trainers because they do keep your form in check, but they're not always the fastest running shoes. So the Tempus 2 kind of pushes the pace a little bit more and makes it a fun stability shoe for those who want to push the pace and do some fast runs in this daily trainer too. Well, thanks for watching this Saucony Tempus 2 review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some insights into whether this shoe is going to be for you. If you still have questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're just not sure if this is for you and you have a very specific set of needs for your running, let me know what your circumstances are and I'll get you hooked up with the best running shoes for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.